While we wait in the queue real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and go grab my phone charger because we're in the queue anyway. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Why is it always pausing? Ugh. Crap, man. Sorry about that. I had to send a message back to my buddy Alex. He was asking what I was up to. I wish I knew why the shaders aren't installing for Cold War. Alright. Oh, playing Genshin. God, man, I got everybody blowing me up today. I got my buddy talking to me on Discord. My brother's messaging me on Facebook. Alright. Hey, there you guys are. That's funny. I just had both of you guys messaging me a minute ago, and now you guys are both in the stream. World transfer is still down. So even with you having the game purchased, it still isn't letting you create a character on my world or less. So weird. I'm telling you, I had the same issue when I first got this game and tried to play with my buddies or whatever. I was having the same issue, bro. I love that new ability I got, Quietus. I think it looks super cool. Oh, my brother Levi, because he just got Final Fantasy, and I was telling him because they were coming out with the world transfer or whatever. So I was telling him that pretty much if he wanted to go ahead and make a character with a free trial while he was waiting to be able to get the game, and then that way, like when he was able to get the game, he could just kind of upgrade his free trial, like how we did for me when you gave me the content. That way he can get a head start, but it's not letting him create a character on our world for some reason. I don't know why. On Zalera. Oh, Levi, start fresh, make a new character right now. He said that it's available right now. If you go to Zalera right now, you can make a guy before the server fills back up. Gotta jump on that shit, bro. Oh, it's too low of a level for me to be able to... What the hell is the healer? Dude, healer, hello? I'm gonna die. The first group of enemies and I'm gonna die. Oh my god. And they're still trying to push to get some more guys. Like, what are you doing, bro? The healer almost just let me get killed. A recruitment code? No, I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about the recruitment code. Yeah, I totally spaced out when it comes to the recruitment code. It's the first time that I've seen somebody like make a new account since I started playing. So I totally forgot all about that, bro. Kill me after the dungeon. We're starting all this time. It can give you proper help and money and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying. Like, that's why I was telling him to go ahead and start over, because then, like, when he starts over, if I have to, I could always switch to a different job that's like a lower level. You know, like I'll try to switch to the job that'll put me at the lowest level I can get to, and then like I can help him run through some stuff to get up to where I'm at, you know, and then we can run together. Like, I mean, he'll be doing the story and stuff, you know, by himself or whatever, but, like, we could do, like, I can help him run through dungeons and stuff and, you know, help him with the mechanics and whatnot, because the last time he played Final Fantasy XIV was before they closed the game and reopened it as A Realm Reborn. Like, he played Final Fantasy XIV version 1. Like, that was the last time he played the game. And so the mechanics are always different. You started over. Did it let you win, Levi? Yeah, I'm in my Discord right now, in my Discord server, the Final Fantasy Party Chat. If you guys want to join up, we can talk about stuff or whatever. It shouldn't take me too much longer to get through this dungeon, I'm sure. Hello?
It's Papa D.
Hey, what up? Yeah, my brother was like $5 shy on his Twitch of being able to get his payout, and he wanted to get the game, so I sent him $5 and donated $5 to his Twitch so he can get the payout to be able to get the game, because they're doing a $60 bundle. Yeah, they got a $60 bundle, I guess, right now that has like.
Yeah, it probably has everything up through Shadowbringers.
No, like he said, it has Endwalker and everything. Like
Oh, really? Well, it's because Endwalker is officially like out now.
Yeah, it
so.
just came out. Yeah.
The Endwalker. Yeah, usually video games when they start having large amounts of expansions, they'll combine them all into a package. But since the game is actually out now and there's no longer pre-orders, the pre-orders are no longer separate. So makes sense. $60 all the way through Endwalker is fucking good.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
Because I paid $60 through Stormblood, and I had to pay an extra $60 for Shadowbringers and Endwalkers.
Right, yeah, because Endwalker.
But of course, I've been playing for
a
few years now, so.
Yeah,
like on and off.
Endwalker is like if I was to just try to buy Endwalker, that's like $60, right?
Endwalker by itself is $60 or $40, $60 for collector's edition.
Trying to wait for the storm to not be so bad every year with the wind. About as easy as it's gonna get. I'm trying to pull the.
I know what dungeon you're doing. I've done that dungeon a few times. Yeah. There's there's items that drop in there that Glenn was farming for a while. I was a ninja, so I could just teleport over all that shit.
I'm so pumped he's getting this game, bro. I've been wanting him to get I've been wanting to get Final Fantasy for a while. Bring the kids to school, but he said he's got to bring his kids to school, but he does have his character made, so I'll go.
Yeah, like I'll just send him an invite to the company Discord, and then he can get an invite to the actual company.
Right. Okay.
And then if he ever needs anything, he can just at me or whatever. Yeah, or anybody that's still active. Right now, Ozzy and Nykus are both trying, like they just got into their new place, so they're still setting up and trying to make some money back up so that way they can actually pay their bills, because they my dad lost his job, so we ended up being jobless for a little while. He took a bit of a vacation, but now that he's back working again, they're gonna start playing again, so we're waiting for that. Doom's gonna start playing again as soon as he decides to actually start playing again.
Right.
Which I think he got his sub yesterday, but we were playing Destiny yesterday, so other than that, I think I'm gonna kick out everybody else that's no longer coming back. I know Dan and his girlfriend are gonna come back eventually. I talked to him about it. I don't think Eric is coming back. Obviously, Michael still plays every day. So.
Right.
There's plenty of help. If anybody ever needs it, there's people on.
Yeah,
especially for dungeons.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him too. Like, that's another reason why I kept trying to get him to get the game, to play the game, because I know that there was, last I knew there was a bunch of us that played the game together. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I actually just yesterday with these new buffs they did for Ninja, I managed to solo an end game Shadowbringers dungeon.
Nice.
So I did a 4-man dungeon solo at level 80. It was hard as fuck though, dude. They made Ninja solo through this patch, dude. It's not even funny.
That's good though.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about it. They added a whole bunch of extra abilities for the Shadow Clone jutsu thing that they got going on. It's gonna be sick as fuck. They made a lot of they took out a lot of buttons for the more complicated classes, they took out some of the complications for Dragoon, Ninja, Samurai, all of the really high action skill classes. Took out a couple extra meaningless buttons that didn't do a whole lot, and kind of slowed things down a little bit for those classes because they were starting to get really complicated. Because the full button burst for a Ninja was 54 buttons in less than a 50-second window.
Yeah.
You had to like be perfect, and it was ridiculous. Now it's a lot more simple, but it's more precise because you have a smaller window. But it's not so anxiety-inducing having to like perform like 3 actions a second every 2 minutes.
Right. Oh yeah, duh, what am I doing? I don't need any of this crap. None of this garbage.
Yeah, you're not gonna need any of it.
Well, this dungeon is like, it's such a low level that I don't even have like, because you know with the Dark Knight you get 2 abilities that like activate your attack bonus, like the one that,
yeah, I know what you're talking
damage
about.
in the line, and then one that does damage to a single enemy. I don't even
Yeah,
have
they
the
gave
one
that
that does
buff
damage
to
to a
Reaper.
single enemy.
They gave that buff to Reaper and it stacks now.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, so Reaper and Dark Knight, if you combine both of them together, it's like a 20% all damage buff you can keep up permanently. It's really good that they gave that. Like that's gonna add a lot of utility for the Reaper. It's gonna make them almost like mandatory to have in a group. Same thing with having a ninja in a black what are they? Black Wizard? No, Black Mage. They all have damage buffs that stack. So as of right now, you can have up to I think a 37% all damage buff on a boss for a first window. It's going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah,
we're gonna see some classes like ninjas, samurais, black mages are going to pop off. Machinists are going to do pretty good because they're always good.
Right. I was trying to think because, like, you know, I'm gonna go through, obviously I'll go through I'll probably just hit the rest of the MSQ as my Dark Knight. At least until I'm able to get, Endwalker. And I think that when I go to take my first step away from tank, I think I'm gonna go for, like, either Reaper or Samurai.
Samurai is hard to play, in my opinion. I'm really bad at them.
Is Reaper any easier?
Reaper is mind-numbingly easy. Like, it is so easy. Like, I don't know if it's just because I've only just unlocked it and I don't have any of the more complicated combos yet, but as it is as a base kit, is really easy. It's use this button, use this button, use this button, that's your combo. Then you have a buff that you use 50% energy to create a special buff that gives you unlocks 1 of 3 spells, and if you use 1 spell on the rear, then the next flank upgraded spell you use is bonus efficiency. So you go between these two, like just 2 spells. So you have 3 spells as your main combo, and you alternate 1 of 3 spells on positionals, and that's literally it.
Oh, okay.
You also have a dash out and a dash back in if you need to avoid like AoE, but as far as just doing damage, I think it's only like at max level like 6 buttons. It's really easy.
Okay. Yeah, because I've seen a couple videos that like pretty much tell me that if you play Dark Knight and then try to switch to Reaper, like you should be fine.
Yeah, it's literally, it's almost like the exact same thing.
What the fuck is my healer doing, bro? You have one job, man.
He's not me, I'm sorry.
Right. That was the best part about like when, you know, we had that little bit of a time where like all of
everybody was still
the
playing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We just ran through dungeons so fast.
Yeah, we would pull boss. We would do wall to wall. So we would literally start from pull all the way up to the first boss. Once you kill the boss, you pull all the way up to the next boss. And we were able to clear that shit. It was great.
Yeah, man, it was awesome.
William's coming back as a healer, and I might switch to Sage. I don't know yet, but Sage feels really, really good this time around. Because Sage, so what made White Mages really good is they have really strong direct heals, but their thing is they have windows, like the same thing as like a DPS, they have like burst windows, where they use all of their really big defensive skills when there's big boss damage going out, and then they have to wait for their mana to regen. And then Scholars, they had, they have their pets, so they're like a DPS healer hybrid, and then you had Astrologians, which was a buff healer. So you only had one healing class that was like a straight up direct healer.
Right.
Sage is a direct healer, but they are constant sustained healing. They don't have really big burst healing. They have a lot of shields, but they have like 5 or 6 abilities that generate mana on, like their attack skills give them mana back. They have mana steal spells, which makes them really good for just constant healing. So I think they're gonna be a lot of fun.
I didn't die.
Your healer should have pulled you. He shouldn't have let you freeze.
I was talking and I didn't even realize he was doing the wipe ability.
You'll be fine. You're the tank, so it won't do enough damage to kill you.
Yeah, he barely did any damage at all. The worst
your armor
part
rating,
your
average armor rating should be insane for that number. So.
Yeah, I think
if you were like in level 50 gear, you probably would have died a couple times. I've been watching that healer's pretty bad.
The healer's terrible this time. Usually, like, lately I've been getting lucky, and the healers I've been getting lately have actually been, like, really, really good. Like, to where...
Well, a lot of people are going to start coming back. You're going to start seeing some insane players pop off.
Yeah, like, when I was doing this a couple days ago, I went to go run through, my daily dungeon, and the healer that I had, I asked him, because usually... Not all the time, but usually I'll ask, you know, hey, how big can I pull? That way I don't pull too big and end up, you know, wiping the party. Dude's like, pull wall to wall. He's like, pull as far as you can, you're good. Usually when I hear that, I'll get like 2 groups in, like 2 groups of enemies in, and then I'll be fucking half dead. So I'll have to stop. You know, I hate it when people are like, oh, pull as much as you like. And
pull as much as you can, and then let you fucking die.
And I die like 2 minutes into the dungeon.
God, that's the most frustrating. Like, that's why I couldn't tank, dude. After, like, so many times I've died like that, I stopped playing Paladin. Like, I couldn't fucking stand it, dude.
Right.
Healers, there's so many people who can't heal, but there's a lot more people who can't tank that can't heal.
I know.
So,
I've heard
like,
that
if you become a DPS player, you will find so many... you will not find a random tank that's worth half a shit. It's so bad. So many people cannot play tank.
I've heard that from a few people. That's another reason why I was thinking about just doing tank, like, through the MSQ. And then,
well,
I know that my tank, you know, that I'll have a decent tank while I go through the MSQ and then do all the extra shit, you know, as something else.
Yeah, I found that... Well, I'm a DPS main, but I've found that just unlocking all the dungeons... and going through the MSQ as a DPS, and then just going back and spam queuing as a tank or a healer for quick queues just makes it easy. But going through the MSQ as a tank is nice because as soon as you hit max level, you'll hit max level quicker doing MSQ as the tank class. And as soon as you hit, you know, end game, you can start immediately grinding for that end game content.
Yeah, for sure.
Because without a group... I've already seen the Endwalker, like the level 90 dungeons, and they're gonna be kind of hard. Like unless you have like a group of players, because think about it this way: on a launch, nobody has any gear, so you need to have players who are more competent and understand their classes better to push the early game, because early game it's gonna be all about finding. Because right now, you know, like finding the stats that work the best with the gear that's the best in slot, and trying to figure out what compositions work for clearing certain dungeons faster. Because there's always certain dungeons that Dark Knights are better in, that Paladins are better in. The Warriors are all physical resistances. They have a lot of physical damage resistance. Paladins have a lot of shields that give them specific magic absorption. So there's some dungeons that are all physical, some dungeons have a lot of magic, so certain classes are better in certain dungeons. It's figuring all that out and trying to understand what bosses you need cooldowns for, because early on, those bosses are going to smack the shit out of you. Because you're not, you know, 120 item levels above it and you're scaling down to the, you know, whatever the maximum you can have. You are like 100 below what the normal threshold would be because you haven't gotten to that point
yet.
This
thing looks like a giant fucking grasshopper, bro. You see it on my screen?
Yeah.
It's like a giant grasshopper with a horn. Alright, yeah, let me kill this guy real fast and get to where I gotta get you for this next part, and then I'll have you show me how to get that referral thing going or whatever. Because last time I heard about that was when you gave me, you know, all of the stuff, but that was forever ago. I forgot all
you
about
just
it.
go. I will. You know where the lodestone is, where like you set up your subscription.
Yeah.
I think it's called the lodestone.
Lodestone.
You go there, and there's literally a button that says refer a friend, and then you get my refer a friend code, and you just give it to him, and then he goes to the same place and he puts the code in, and it links your guys' accounts.
Okay. Does it do anything where, like, if we play with the person that we're linked to, do we get, like, extra XP and stuff for partying together and stuff? Or
I
is
believe that is not the case. In World of Warcraft, yes. In Final Fantasy, no. But it does give you guys... It does give him a helmet piece, like a headpiece, that gives bonus experience gain all the time. It's like a 5% permanent XP bonus. So it's called like the Circlet of Friendship or whatever.
Okay. Yeah,
and then you get golden feathers, and he gets silver feathers. He can use silver feathers to buy augmented armor, so he can get better gear earlier on. And you get golden feathers, which allow you to buy mounts. You remember that big ass blue dragon with like the floating discs on it?
Yeah.
The one that I have. That's from collecting 15 golden feathers. That took me 9 months to get. With crazy. 4 friends activated. It's forever. But I think your first recruiter friend gives you 5, and there's some cool rewards you can get, like mounts, pets. You get a circlet. You get some extra points. You both get 100 Aetheryte travel tickets, which is going to be insane for him early on, because it means he won't have to spend any gil, teleporting all the time.
Right.
He'll have 100 tickets. Well, he should save his tickets for high level. Like for me to teleport to fucking Norvrant or whatever it costs for the Shadowbringer zone is like 1,000 gil per teleport. So I've saved all my tickets. I've used like 50 of them now.
I forgot what the fucking password was that I used for the lodestone. I forgot.
Did you hit the sign in through hit the sign in through Final Fantasy button?
It didn't give me the sign in through Final Fantasy button. I'm trying to go back. It just says log in.
Let me see. The lodestone. Final Fantasy lodestone.
All right, here. Let me do black screen games from on my screen. That way, it just shows my screen. Yeah, this is what it says for me on the lodestone. It just says log in, and then I click log in, and it just tries to get me to log in.
Oh, this is the
lodestone. So I was just going to reset my password.
Is the lodestone what I'm looking for?
Are you sure you're not thinking of the Mog station?
I think I'm thinking of the Mog station. Yeah, I'm thinking of the Mog station.
Okay.
Mog station. Account management. Yeah. So I'm not a robot. Retainer services, character naming services. Where is the recruiter friend? They changed this. Issue recruitment code.
I thought I saved the Mog station. Oh no, that was before I did the reset. That's right. Alright, so let me get in here to the Mog.
Okay, so right here, I'll send you this. Send message. Follow this. If you scroll down, It tells you this is all the rewards and everything that you get as a recruiter and a recruitee. If you scroll down, there's a button that says 4 recruiters proceed to blah blah blah, and then there's 4 friends proceed to blah blah blah. So you should send that to him when he gets back. I wouldn't make a code right this second because the code will only last for 10 minutes and you can only make one every 5 hours.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was just trying to get it set up.
Yeah, so I sent you the link and there's a 4 recruiters button. Click on that, takes you right to it.
Okay. Yeah, it says 4 recruiters, and then it has a little thing here that says proceed to Final Fantasy XIV Mog Station. Alright, so I'm just gonna minimize that for now then, and then I'll come back.
And then when your brother gets back, you can help him go through that.
Right, hell yeah.
You also get a 2-person riding chocobo too.
Oh, nice. I have a quick question actually.
Sure.
So I just went through and did in my roulette. I just went through and did my 50, 60, 70, 80 dungeon, and which actually now that I wonder if that's because I'm in Stormblood now, because it did only say 50, 60, 70 dungeon, but now 80 is on there as well, which is weird. But
you can do all the dungeons you have access to between your current MSQ and your level.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I knew that or whatever, but I was just gonna ask, because now that I'm a higher level, I mean, I know that I do the 50, 60, 70, 80s dungeons, whatever, in the daily roulette. Is it still worth it for me to do the leveling dungeon? Because it seems like every time I do it, I was gonna say, every time I do it, puts me in like a level 16 dungeon. Okay.
Yeah, it's not worth doing. You don't get shit for experience. You get like maybe like 10%, which is like 1 quest. You'd be better off just ignoring it. High level,
like
you're trying to level your subclasses, yes, but not if you have better things to do with your time.
Right.
Raid, if you do the Alliance raids, those are always good for really good XP and money. And also the roulettes are also good XP and money, but most people don't do them.
Yeah, I haven't even tried the frontline one yet.
I wouldn't. The PvP in Final Fantasy is so weird.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do PvP until I have a better understanding of, like, more than just the Dark Knight. Like, I don't really want to do PvP until I have a better understanding of at least a few different jobs, because the better I understand the different jobs, the easier it's gonna be to, like, create strategies when I have to go against those.
Here's the problem. The PvP ability loadouts for all classes are different between PvE and PvP. There is like 40 buttons maximum, but when you're in PvP, you only have like 10. So there's certain abilities like you know how like you have like 1 through like 4 is your combo skills? They combined all of those abilities into one key and you just spam 1. So that's like and then you have combo 2, which is your AoE. You spam 2, and they cut half your cooldowns out and combined all of them into one button, so that you don't have to click so many, and you can focus more on like foot positioning. If you want to ever PvP, the only way to get good at PvP is actually going to the dueling area and just duel people, like over and over and over and over and over again. Having a basic understanding of all the classes is good, but most of what all the classes have to offer you won't see in PvP. Unless you're doing arenas, and arenas is a whole nother story. Arenas is another ballgame. Which I wouldn't recommend anybody ever doing unless you're actually a serious like PvP competitor, which even I'm not. That shit's hard as fuck. Like gladiators are not. It's not called gladiators. I think they're called like. I can't remember. What they're called. Challengers or whatever. The highest rank in PvP. In normal battlegrounds, there's no rank. You can get like mounts and achievements and stuff from battlegrounds, but the actual ranked PvP system has its own rewards, its own systems, its own rankings. And they are really, really hard to get into the top, I think, 50 players. Only the top 50 players get the armor set, which is a fucking badass looking suit of armor, by the way. And they also get like a really cool set of transmog weapons for every class. If you're a high rank challenger or whatever, you get like tokens you can redeem. It is so fucking hard to play at the competitive level. I'm only like, I think, whatever the equivalent of like gold rank is. Like they have like 7 ranks. I'm only like rank 3. So it's hard as fuck, and I'm really good at my class.
Right. Okay.
So it's hard.
So another quick question. Only
Sure.
because it seems like it could be good, but I've never done it before. In
Mm-hmm.
the daily roulette,
Mm-hmm.
obviously don't do the leveling. I don't really know if I'm gonna get into alliance raids. I feel like I want to do a couple more raids, like with people I know before I do that, because I've only done one raid, and that was through
Alliance
the MSQ, and that was
raids
weird.
and
But
alliance raids are totally different.
right, okay, well,
Alliance raids are the 25-man raids.
yeah,
They're
I've done those
all
once before.
stupid easy. They're all stupid easy. Like you could literally stand still and tank the boss and do almost nothing and be totally fine. That actually, I take that back. Everything from Stormblood up requires a brain. There's only one alliance raid for there's two, yeah, one alliance raid for A Realm Reborn and one alliance raid for um
Heaven's Ward.
Heaven's Ward. If you queue, you only get one of those two because you haven't unlocked the alliance raids for Stormblood yet. I think there's
Okay.
2, and then for Shadowbringers there's 2.
Okay, well, I was asking because I wasn't even actually asking about the raids. I was just saying because like I know that there's those, but the main scenario, daily roulette, is that worth doing? It
I
says it's a full
don't know. I've
party,
never
8
done.
players.
I didn't. That's like That's like the actual story content queue thing. You can do those. I don't know how worth it they are.
Right. Well,
I
that's
mean,
what I
if you
was
get one that's
wondering
like
because I
closer to your
know.
level, maybe. But
Right. Well,
if you get
that's
like a
why I
low
was.
level one, it won't give you much.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was
I would
wondering.
only do it if you have the tank bonus active.
Oh yeah, I do.
Well, then yeah, I would do it because you get extra rewards for that shit.
Well, yeah, and I was wondering, I was asking because I know like the level 50, 60, 70, 80 dungeons or whatever, those give decent XP, but and those are only the 4-person dungeons, but the main scenario ones are 8-person, like full parties. So I was thinking that they would probably like give out more if you require more players to be able to do it. There's probably more of a
That is
challenge,
true.
more of a
Yeah,
an option for
well,
more gil and more
it also
XP.
depends on how long the scenario is.
Yeah, that's true. Because if I get stuck in like the last dungeon for A Realm Reborn, that thing took forever, man, with the elevators and all the stupid shit. And I was just asking so I
Praetorium.
knew. Yeah, that thing was a pain in the ass, man. I hated doing that. I can warm up now. I can take my hoodie back off. Oh man. So I'm glad that Urian J didn't like completely betray us in a sense. But because after I finished with the filler content for Heaven's Ward and got into Stormblood, they revealed everything that was going on with the Warriors of Darkness and Urian J and whatnot, and he definitely should have told somebody about it though. Because like, what would he have done? Because Alphino's sister Alice, however the hell you say her name, she was on to him like the whole time. What would he have done if she would have just said fuck it and killed him because he was a traitor? Because she even said that like he should have said something because like she was worried that he was actually gonna betray them. Like in all reality, she could have killed him for being a traitor. You know what I mean? Because he didn't tell anybody that he was, kind of like doing a double agent thing to like get intel and shit or whatever. But I still think there's more going on with him than just what I just found out though. He's just a very strange character, shrouded in mystery. You barely ever see him. It seems like Irion J does a lot of really important work and really important like studying, and he does a lot of like the really important stuff for the story, but you barely ever see him. And it's like I really hope that as the storyline continues through Stormblood and Shadowbringers and Endwalker, I just really hope that they bring him more into like the main cast lineup, you know what I mean? Because he's an interesting character. Hey, good morning, Dad. Oh, I think Alex might have walked away for a second, or muted himself. And let me mute myself and do these text lines. That's the only thing about talking on Discord, is that I have to mute myself every few seconds so I can read the text chat. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Alagana. I feel strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Alagana lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the resistance, and rightfully so. Oh, my brother's home. So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew that wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Hang on a second, Levi, I got something I want to help you with. Not if you didn't want the place to burn to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We'll need a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact that he can be trusted. He'll listen to what he has to say and decide what
I
to
was
do
away
after.
from my computer, but I heard everything you said.
Okay. Alright, yeah, that's fine. I think I'm gonna have Levi join the Discord, so I can help him do that. Yeah, Levi, if you want, go ahead and join the Final Fantasy party, this voice chat in my Discord. I wanna help. I'm gonna help you with some, and we're gonna help you get an XP boost, and stuff like that with this friend referral stuff.
I'm gonna play some Valorant.
Nice.
If you weren't streaming, I would like screen share my Valorant too, so you can see how clean I am. But
I need to get more into that game. I really do.
It's
It's just hard to get into.
You can't just get into Valorant. You either are good at Valorant or you are not good at Valorant. If you're not good at Valorant, like I am, I'm terrible at it. I played Counter-Strike for 4,000 hours and I'm still bad at it. So
Oh wow.
in Valorant, I have probably close to like 400 or maybe 450 hours, and I'm still only like gold 3.
Right.
So
Okay, Levi.
or gold 1, I mean.
I am going to send you this link through Discord. I want you to click on it and open it up. And
I might have to grab this.
if you're trying to say anything, Levi, your headset's mute, like your mic's muted. I don't know if we started talking or not yet.
No, I'm just reading all this right now.
Oh, I don't have permission to screen share in this.
Oh, did I not do that? Hang on. Edit
We should
channel.
probably just give managers like the actual admin ability.
Yeah, I should do that at some point. Other screen. Save changes. There we go. We should be able to now. Okay, yeah, Levi, like here, I'm gonna do the screen thing, like the black screen games thing on my stream. That way you can see. Um go ahead, open up that link I sent you and then look on my stream screen and you see you're gonna scroll down. You're gonna keep going. And we're pretty much, it's a recruit a friend system, and like you get stuff for, like for me, give it pretty much giving you my friend referral code. It gives you
Hello.
like boosts and stuff like that. So let me proceed to the Mog station. It's gonna make me log into the Mog station anyways. Oh, it actually let me log right in. Okay. Okay. How do I do this from here now? Issue recruitment code. There we go. Recruit a friend. Okay, so this is my referral code. Oh, wait, I have to email it to him, Alex?
Shouldn't need to. You should just be able to just copy paste and send it to me in Discord.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. Let me do that. Get back to the Discord. Happy place. Yep, but yeah, so you're gonna click on you're gonna open up that link I sent you, and you're gonna go down, you know, where I clicked on where it says for recruiters, you're gonna go down to where it says for friends. And then it says proceed to the Final Fantasy Mog Station. You're gonna click on that. It'll bring you to the Mog Station, and you should be able to enter in that code, and it should link our accounts. Okay. Enter a message to be sent to your friend. The recruitment code. Yeah, see, and then like we also will get bonus rewards too. Like we get our rewards just for linking it, Levi, and then it also says here, as your friend plays the game, they will accumulate subscription days, which count towards exclusive in-game rewards. So when we link our accounts, like the more that you like buy the time cards, and like the more that you play the game and stuff, will earn both of us. Like, it'll help give us extra stuff.
You wanna know how far I got last night?
How far?
I got past the Sultana. Like
Oh,
that
nice.
what like the pirate thing.
Nice.
But I gotta restart my grind now.
Yeah, I know. Well, at least
Just
you
because
know.
I don't think I was that far into the story anyway.
Yeah. Well, that, and at least you know, like, at least you know the beginning part of it, you know. All right, so right here it says rewards for friends. Yeah, right here. The following rewards are based on your friend's subscription length. So after 30 days subscription, you get a friendship circlet, which increases XP earned by 20% when level 25 and below. The ate the right ticket, 99 ate the right tickets, which means like you can teleport and it doesn't cost gold. We can get a little fist bump emoticon like emote thing that we can do in the game together. And it gives you 10 silver chocobo feathers. You can trade to the Calamity Salvager NPC for special items. Which you can trade it for like weapons for level 20 characters, equipment for level 50, 60, 70, and 80 characters. So like if you wanted to, when you get the feathers, because you get 10 of them. So like if you wanted to, you can use one for like to get yourself a decent weapon at level 20, and then you can save 5 of them for when like you hit level 50, or you hit level 60 or level 70, level 80, whatever, and you can use 5 of those feathers and get like a full set of gear, which is really nice.
Yeah, the one thing that I like about the thermal, whatever you want to call the fucking shit, thaumaturge,
Yeah.
is that when I have the ice mode, when I'm using my like ice spells and shit, it regenerates my mana really fast.
Right, okay. Yeah, I want that, the Neuralink. Alright, so I gotta get 15 golden feathers, and then I can get the Twintania Neuralink key, which is pretty much the key that unlocks this giant fucking dragon thing that I can get. So yeah, just for referring you this one time though, like the first recruit, I get gold chocobo feathers and you will get silver chocobo feathers. Okay. Yeah, the aetheryte pendulum, which is nice. It means that like we can teleport to each other. Like can teleport right to you for free.
Nice.
Yeah, the draught chocobo whistle after you're subbed for 3 months. You get a hand carved whistle that we can use to summon like a customized special chocobo. And then every time after that, like 150 days, and I'll get another 5 gold chocobo feathers, and then 210 days in more another 5 feathers, and then 270 I'll get another 5 feathers. Which I do believe I think I don't know if it keeps going with like um because like how it gives me rewards and whatnot for you subbing for all those days. I don't know if it keeps giving you rewards as well. Did you put that code in yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked and everything.
Yep.
Awesome.
Sorry, I'm just have
No,
to
no,
run through
no.
this normal
You're fine.
campaign crap before I get into the actual where I was past where I was at.
You're fine. You're fine. Now, how do I collect my stuff here? I'll have to ask Alex and see like how I actually go in and collect the stuff.
Good thing you want to start another job and help me at the beginning, because that first dungeon, my first time trying to go through it, our healer left.
Of course it did.
It sucked.
All right, yeah, I think we're good. I think it's fine. Yeah, so get the rewards like as you play, and as you're subscribed and whatnot, we'll get the rewards. So like with you getting the like when you buy the game, you get the free 30-day time card or whatever. I don't think they count that first initial 30 days. So after this first, I want to say after the first month, when you, when you actually, buy your first subscription to it, I do believe that first, 30 or 60-day subscription or whatever, that is when we'll get all of those rewards. I thought that it was gonna be, I thought it was gonna give us the rewards, instantaneously kind of thing, but I guess it goes by, the accumulated subscription days. So the longer you're subscribed to the game, and, the longer you play the game, the more rewards we get. Because we're linked together. Which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, let me look at something here. What is the lowest? I want to say, I think the lowest I can do is level 30.
Dun, 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 dun.
Accept friend request. Nice. Level 2 thaumaturge.
Kind of figured I might as well get that done while I can right now.
Right. Yeah, because I'm a 53 warrior right now. Okay. Let me... Am I samurai? I don't even know.
I mean, you don't have to come back now and help me.
No. I was trying to see, how low I could allow myself to get. Level 50 samurai.
Alright, now I gotta go out and fight a couple monsters to get to level 4.
Alright, hang on a second. I want to come to you.
I'll be right by the Chocobo Keep at whatever you want to call the starter place.
You are in Old Steps of Null. Everything is blurry on your phone screen. Dad, if you tap on your screen at the top right corner, you'll see a line with 3 little dots. If you click on that line, you should be able to adjust the graphic quality. And it could also be because I still have it on black screen games mode, I think. Yeah, let me switch it back to the regular screen. That might help. Alright, so open up your map.
I'm coming to you. I see where you're at. I got the stream open behind it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm at the Aetherite Crystal. Yeah, and you want to make sure everywhere you go, you want to make sure that you attune yourself to this Aetherite. And you want to make sure that you attune yourself to the little Aetherites.
Yeah, I figured that out because it helped me with the one of the quests before.
Yeah. Here, accept my trade. What do I have right now? Hang on a second. Actually, hang on. I want to check this real quick. Alright, 618. Okay. There, it's 200k. Give you a good start. When you get going through the MSQ, you'll start earning money like really quickly and stuff like that. And you can also sell your old gear, like when you get better weapons and stuff like that and better armors, you can take those armors and those weapons and you can sell them to merchants and you can sell them on like the market board and stuff. So yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff that you can do. What level are you now? Level 3?
Yeah, do you use retainers?
I personally haven't done it yet. But
I can't.
Why not?
I want to be a blue mage, and if I have a retainer, I can't be a blue mage.
You should, well, yeah, but your blue mage isn't gonna be, like, that's not gonna be until way later, though.
I know, but if I even have one, I can't select the blue mage even later.
So get one, and then get rid of it before you switch to blue mage.
I mean, I'm not really worried about it. If need be, I could just sell all my stuff to just regular merchants. I don't need to worry about the marketplace.
Well, you can still sell stuff on the market board, too, without a retainer. You don't need a retainer to do that. Like, you can go right to the market board and sell your stuff yourself.
Why does it have the little plant thing by your name still? You're like level like 70 or something.
I don't know. I think it's a thing that I have. I don't think I shut it off yet. That's actually a good question, because I wanna... Yeah, there's something
this one's now.
There's something that I do that yeah, I don't even see. Those are filters.
I think it like belongs to like the guild or like.
No, it's a thing letting people know that you're new to the game, pretty much. UI settings, maybe.
Alright, when I get to my first dungeon and my first raid and stuff, I will let you know, because I'm pretty sure, I don't know how long you're going to be on today, but...
Me, I'll probably be live, what time is it now?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock now. Okay. 10, 11. Okay, so I'll probably be live until like noon. 1 o'clock, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Something like that. Yep. So yeah, just oh. But yeah, just let me know if you need any help with anything, or you know anything like that, and I'd be more than happy to help you, of course.
Right.
Why does it keep doing this?
It just stinks that the first dungeon, the first raid and stuff that I have to do, you get level sync down to 18 if you're higher than 18.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get level synced, but like I'll because like it'll level sync me or whatever, but like the stats that my weapons have and my armor has, it'll put me at the cap. So like I'll be level 18, but I'll be a maxed out level 18. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like all of my stats will still be as high as they can possibly be for being a level 18. Yep. But
Yeah,
alrighty, yeah, let me let you go ahead and get your stuff going. I just wanted to come show you about that and get you some money and whatnot going. That way if you need to buy. Actually, what you need to do, go find the market board and you need to buy Crimson Cider. Actually, you don't need to buy Crimson Cider. Actually, just buy some Crimson Cider just because it's fast, it's easier. But there's certain things in the game, like if you look at my screen right now, I'm a tank. I'm a Dark Knight, so I get critical hit plus 10%, vitality plus 10%, direct hit rate plus 10%. But also, if you look a little bit farther down, you see on the left-hand side, EXP bonus plus 3% for 30 minutes. You can do 2 of them at a time, max out for an hour duration, but that's 3% extra XP on everything you do. Quests you turn in, monsters you kill, all of that. And you might not think that that's very much, but a 3% XP bonus from level 1 to level 60, that is a lot of extra experience. You know what I mean?
I only played a couple hours last night, and I already got up to MSQ level 20.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So like the Crimson Cider is good for me because of the stats that it gives because I'm a tank. So go ahead, go to the market board, get a couple of the Crimson Ciders just so you can use them for like the XP bonus and whatnot. But you're gonna want to take a look at these types of like meal things and figure out which one has because all of them will give you the 3% bonus XP. Every one of them will give you that XP no matter what. But the stats change. Yeah, so just figure out which one would be best for you, and that's the one you want to get. And usually I'll just buy like 100 of them at a time. Because you'll be eating them drinking them, eating them, whatever, like 2 at a time. Because then it maxes out for the hour, and then when the hour's up, you'll eat another couple. So 100 will give you like 50 hours of it, and it doesn't cost very much. I think I only paid like 10 or 15 grand or something like that to get 100 of them, so it's not bad at all.
Right.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, let me go ahead, I'll let you go do your thing, and I'm gonna go teleport back to my MSQ area, and probably,
yeah,
honestly, I'll probably
you look
leave.
a little too badass for this MSQ area right now.
You'd be surprised. I've seen people down here with like straight up glowing weapons. Like there's a guy behind you with a glowing sword. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and jump out of the actually no, I'll stay in the Discord. We can keep chatting. That's fine. Keep chatting while we play and stuff, but yeah, friend of a friend. There we go. Yep. And I am going to run to the bathroom and throw my coffee in the microwave for a quick second. So I will be right back.
All right.
Coffee game. funny.
What?
I just watched the funniest fucking video, little like shorts video while I was waiting for my coffee to get done in the microwave. This guy is like, so I was watching a video, and in the video, you know, it says that the best insults aren't the ones that do the most damage right away. They're the ones that leave a psychological impact over a period of time. He's like,
Right.
and this actually happened to me one day. He's like, so I was at work, I got on my lunch break, I went to Wendy's because I was absolutely fiending for some spicy nuggets and a chocolate frosty. He went, he got his stuff, handed the guy the card, went this right as he was putting the food down. He goes to turn back up to drive away, and the guy looks at him and goes, you know, you remind me a lot of the hedgehog from Ice Age 4. And he's like, I didn't think much of it, but he's like, and then I got home and I looked it up, and he showed a picture of it on the screen, and he does kind of look like the goofy looking little hedgehog kid from Ice Age 4. He's like, that man absolutely destroyed me, and I didn't even know it until I got home. It's like, damn, bro. Got everything you need? Good, then let us be off. So I am gonna be muting my mic every so often when I gotta read the text lines or whatever, but other than that, you can talk if you have any questions or anything, you know, feel free to ask. I'll answer the best I can.
Alright.
You know how I do it.
No, that's perfectly fine. One thing I do like about this mage though is I get a skill that allows me to keep my potency for whatever whatchamacallit I'm using, like fire or ice at the time. And I can keep it just going forever if I keep spamming my 3, because it switches back and forth. It's on like a 5-second cooldown and don't cost any mana at all to use.
Yeah, if you use the thaumaturge, it has you switch between like, fire and ice. And the thing about it is if you pay attention to it too, when you're on the fire mode, you do more damage and use more, you do more damage, but it also uses more magic. But then at the same time, when you're in the ice mode, it does less damage than the fire mode.
But you regain your mana.
You regain magic faster. Yeah. Yep, so that's how you're gonna want to do it, is you're gonna want to use your fire mode to do damage, and then when your mana starts running low, switch to the ice mode and rebuild your mana back up. Yep. Because the very first character I ever created in this game was a thaumaturge. So that's how I know. Yep. Thaumaturges are fun too. Like they're good classes to run once you get going. That's 250 back to the southeast. I'm not too worried about the aether currents right this second anyway. Yeah, that's another thing you want to remember too, like after you get your chocobo and you get going for a little bit, if you look at the bottom right corner of your screen where like the menu icons are, if you click on the one that says travel, at some point in time you'll unlock the aether currents thing. And you'll be able to unlock the Aether Compass, and you can use the Aether Compass to be able to track Aether Currents on the area that you're in. And when you collect all of the Aether Currents in the area, and you do all of the bonus quests that give the Aether Currents that are in the area, that's how you make it so that you can fly. So like right now on stream, how I have my dragon, but I can't jump and fly right now because I don't have all of the aether currents. But if I go into my Aether Current screen here, you can see like the Curtis Western Highlands. I have all of them done. You know what I mean? And you can see at on the top section there, you see it says attunement, and then the bottom section says complete. Right, so, and then you see on the right of where the little diamonds are, the one is like the little circle, and then the other one underneath it is the little exclamation mark. It's because the top row of crystals are the Aether Currents that you find, and the bottom row of crystals is the Aether Currents that you get from completing quests. So that's one thing to remember is when you go to start doing that stuff, usually I will try to find all of the currents and then I'll go through and do all of the quests afterwards, because sometimes it doesn't unlock the quest for you until you get through a certain part of that area.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's a lot to take in, but I also know you're a pretty smart guy, so I know I can explain stuff like that, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I was telling my buddy Alex, it's like last time that you played this game was the last time I played this game, which was back in Final Fantasy XIV version 1, like before they even closed the game down and then reopened it as A Realm Reborn. That was the last time we played this game.
Right.
The graphical difference between when we played it last compared to now is fucking night and day, dude. The graphics are so much better now.
Oh yeah, I remember my first time playing this was on the PlayStation.
Yeah. Yep. Which, that's another thing too, because like, and see, that's the thing, because I mean, I don't know if Jess likes RPG games or anything like that, but
She's not into them. I try to get her into them. She's like, nah.
yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Well, I was just saying, because if she was into them, and like you guys were able to have the money for it or whatever, like we could have an extra person for our crew. But yeah, I was talking with my buddy Alex. There's a couple of our friends that are going to be coming back to play the game again, and there's a couple of our friends that aren't going to be coming back to play the game again. So, yeah, once you get up to the point, like, once we can get you up to the point where I'm at, then, like, we'll have a couple people to help, run us through stuff and this and that. And the dungeons are just hard for you right now because, like, you just started a game, you don't have all your skills unlocked yet, so, like, you don't know the rotation, because you gotta remember there's most skills in this game have a cooldown, right? And most skills in this game are connected to the global cooldown, which the global cooldown is where, like, if you have 2 skills, you use 1 skill, but then it has that little cooldown thing that goes over both of the skills. That's the global cooldown. But then you have other skills that also have a global cooldown, but it's completely separate. Like, it's a completely separate set of global cooldown for a separate set of skills. And that's how you start working in your, like, your rotations and stuff like that. So, like, here, if you look at my screen, I'll show you exactly what I mean real quick. I'm just gonna skip through this real quick because that's not a very important part of the story. It's just what I was doing. All right, are you watching?
I'm currently in a fight right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Underneath the Sultan tree.
Another thing to remember too, when you're a low level like that, when you open up your map, you'll see these like blue things, and there'll be like the one with an exclamation mark. There's bonus XP applied. Why is there bonus XP applied to that? But yeah, you'll see fates. They're called fates. And it's a good thing when you're a lower level to try to do the fates. Because all of those, like, depending on how good you do during the fate, you get XP and you know, you get money and stuff like that. So it's just something really, really good to keep in mind. Yeah, let me know when you're done with your fight or whatever, and I'll show you what I mean about the cooldowns.
I'm done with my fight.
Alright, let me finish this guy off real quick and I'll show you. Just because when I go to show you, I wanna take the fight slow when I go to show you. That way you can see and I can like move my mouse and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me get back up here to where the spiders are, because they're a little easier to fight. Or even this bird would probably work, actually. Okay, so you'll see when I come in, I'll go to use this ability here, which is what's gonna give me my my attack bonus. You know, because it gives me 10% increased damage for 30 seconds. Now this, when I use this, it's also gonna show a cooldown for this ability, because these are my two abilities that give me my bonus damage effect. So the cooldown will show up for these two, but not the other ones. Alright, so watch. I'll come in, I'll hit him with it, boom, and only those two have that cooldown bar, you see? And then like when I go to use a regular ability, one of my regular skills, you see the cooldown for these are my regular skill cooldowns, right? Like my regular abilities and then my AoE ability, but the other ones, like my jump attack, has its own cooldown. And then like this one here, Abyssal Drain, has its own cooldown. So that's how you can like weave things in, you know what I mean? You want to try to, and you see how like when I go to use mouse 4 and then mouse 5 has a little border around it. That's how you know that it's a combo. That's how you know it's part of a combo of abilities that you can do. And then like the abilities that you can use, like these separate ones here that aren't on the global cooldown, you can use those abilities without having it mess up your cooldown. I mean, without having it mess up your combo. Like I hit mouse 4, I hit mouse 5, now number 3 is the end of my combo, but I can do my lunge and I can do one of my other abilities because it's not on the same cooldown and it doesn't mess up my combo. You know what I mean? Right. So that's what they mean by like weaving things in, because these ones that aren't on your main cooldown, they also take longer of a cooldown. Like how when I use my regular abilities, it's only what, like a 2-second cooldown before I can use another one. But like the ability I just did, 60-second cooldown, 75-second cooldown. My lunge ability is a 30-second cooldown. So
right, I know on my one character in the Goblin world that I was on, I got one of the things that you're talking about, having a separate cooldown where I can instantly cast my next spell and it got put on its own cooldown for like a minute.
Yeah, and a thing to remember about the cooldowns and stuff with this game too is usually, not always, but usually the abilities that you get that have a separate cooldown, usually the cooldown will be longer than your regular abilities, but they do it that way because those abilities will usually do more damage than your regular abilities do. So So people usually say, you know, you use your regular abilities when you're going through dungeons, like taking down like just the regular mobs and stuff like that. And then that way when you go to fight the bosses and like the mini bosses, because usually a dungeon will have 2 or 3 bosses that you fight. You know, there'll be like 1 or 2 mini bosses and then the big boss at the end, the end dungeon boss. And so, like, my abilities, usually I'll save my Abyssal Drain, which is my 60-second cooldown, and my Salted Earth, which is my 75-second cooldown, because this one here does damage to multiple enemies over a period of time. So it's better to use for the boss fights. That way, like, if I go to fight the boss and he spawns little mobs, it'll do damage to the boss and the mobs. And then my other ability here is the same way, like it does damage over a period of time. So it's just something to remember. Just like that's the better way to be able to do your, you know, do certain things. And, you know, work different skills into the rotation to be able to do. And usually some people try not to use all of their extra abilities at the same time, because they're like, oh, because then, you know, I can't use anything else until they all come up. Me, on the other hand, I like to use all of my abilities at the same time, because when you use all of your abilities at the same time, yeah, they all are down, but that also means, like, when my abilities come up, I'm doing the most amount of damage that I possibly can do. And because they're all on their own separate cooldown, like if you watch my screen real fast, I'll show you what I mean. So like when I go to fight this guy, I have my jump ready, my Abyssal Drain ready, and my Salted Earth ready. So watch this, right? Like I'll come in, I'll hit him with my thing to get my damage boost going, and then I'll do like my jump, my thing, and my other ability, and I'll use all 3 of them at the same time, and then pull him in here where he's taking extra damage from my Salted Earth. You know what I mean? So like, boom, when I use my regular abilities, his health isn't going down that much unless I get to the end of my combo, but you've seen I used those 3 abilities and it took out like the entire first half of his health bar within like seconds. Because that's, you know, those are your big damage dealers. That's, you know, those are your abilities that are gonna do all of your damage and stuff. So yeah, just a little lesson on like skill rotations and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, I was starting to pick that up a little bit yesterday, and the one dungeon I was using my first time trying to run through it when I feel it, like I had a couple people who knew what they were doing and everything, but like we didn't have a healer, so I tanked the game properly. And but yeah, they were telling me like, because me, I'm used to when I'm playing games like this, I'm used to being like a frontline, so I would accidentally run in and be a little too close to the fight. Like, you need to stay back a little bit. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, mages, like, see, here's the thing, because with you being a thaumaturge and you know, whatnot, so you are DPS. Like, you're a DPS character, that's what the thaumaturge is. But, at the same time, with you being a thaumaturge like a mage rather than like a samurai or you know, like a melee, you're a mage DPS, so you're ranged. So you are gonna be like a DPS character, but you'll be a DPS character that kind of stands back with like the healer. You know what I mean? So like when you go to do dungeons and boss fights and stuff like that, you will be standing back a little bit, but that's only because usually the thaumaturges and the mages and stuff like that can still cast their abilities from a distance.
Right. I figured out like the max.
Shit, you bitch!
She's playing Fortnite or something, but I figured out like the max distance it is for some of my for most of my abilities yesterday.
Yeah, usually it'll tell you like what the distance is. Like, see right here, if I go to hover over mine where it says plunge, above the recast, it says range 20 yards. So, like, usually if you hover over your abilities, it'll tell you how far you can be away to be able to cast that ability. You know what I mean? Which is something really good to know, because then that means that, because there are certain abilities you'll be able to cast from a little closer than others. Some you can cast from a little farther away than others. And it's just really good to know about your skills and how to use them properly and how to do your rotations, especially being a magic based character. um it's really good to know your rotations and know how and when to weave certain skills and abilities and spells in between your cooldowns and stuff like that. But you'll get it. I mean, when I first started, I was horrendous at trying to be a tank, man. And now I'm to the point where, like, I was doing a dungeon the other day, and I had the other 3 people in my squad die. But because I'm a good tank, and I know how to use my character and weave my abilities, and I know how and when to use my defense buffs and my health potions and stuff like that, I was able to take the boss down by myself. And that way we didn't wipe, you know what I mean? So it's like, just learning your skills can make all the difference in the world, because you never know, you know, because like a lot of bosses, most bosses will have at least one AoE type ability that they hit you with. And you never know when you go to do a boss fight, somebody's standing back or not paying attention on their phone or something, and then the rest of your, the rest of your squad gets wiped because they don't make it out of the AoE circle in time because they're not paying attention, and then you're by yourself. And you don't want to wipe, because then you gotta start the fight over. You know, so just knowing how to weave your abilities, knowing how to work your way around, certain enemies based on the kind of combat style that you have, that can really, really make a huge difference in the way that you do fight. And especially with PvP in this game, because PvP in this game, everybody gets put like to the same level. So you can be a max level 80 and you can have the best gear in the game and this and that, but when you go to do PvP, it is all skill based. It's all skill based. That has nothing to do with your level and your gear. It has everything to, because when you go to do the PvP, if I remember correctly, I think it puts both of you at the same level. And it's all about knowing how to use your abilities, knowing about the rotations, knowing about certain things. So if you're the kind of person that likes to do that kind of content and likes to do PvP and stuff like that, learning the rotation is going to be pivotal in your success. And there's also, yeah, give me that armor there. There's also the golden saucer. Now the gold saucer is where you do all of your mini games. I'll show you real quick, because I don't think you watched me do this at all when I was doing it. I don't think you watched me, so. Because, they have, like, Chocobo Racing in this. They have, like, a couple different types of, like, gambling and stuff you can do in this. And, like, slot machines. And there's, like, actually an entire area that you can go to. I'm just not going there right now because I'm kind of a distance away from the crystal. And I don't feel like running all the way back over here again. But, like, I'll show you right now. I'll go in and I'll do a Chocobo Race.
Oh, I've watched streamers do that stuff too, so I know about that.
Yeah. And then, like I said, there's like gambling and stuff, but you don't get regular gil. You get the gold saucer tokens. And there's actually one of the rarest mounts in the entire game you get from doing the gold saucer stuff. Yeah. Yep, one of the rarest mounts in the game you get from doing this. And you can see that thing there, man. That's some BS. This guy is gonna beat me. But yeah, the one mount, it's like a golden cactuar. It's pretty much a golden flying cactus. And you unlock it for, I want to say it's like 2 million fucking 2 million gold saucer tokens, which is crazy. I used to know where all of these boxes and shit were, but I don't know anymore.
Okay, when do I get my first mount?
Level 20, 25, one or the other.
Okay. Because, you know, walking around and shit is just getting annoying.
Yeah, it does. You do have your sprint that you can use. Have you figured that out yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. No! No! He's gonna beat me! I'm gonna come in third. God damn it. I'll take third place. It's alright. Yeah, but yeah, when you get a chance, you could even just like go to Google, you could even just like go to YouTube or something like that, and it'll show you the, I just got to rank up. You could even just go to YouTube and just type in, Final Fantasy XIV Gold Saucer, and, you could probably find a video of somebody doing like a tour of the area, or something like that. But then, yeah, like, you can go and open up your currency, and at the bottom, you see the Manderville Gold Saucer tokens, or points, whatever you want to call them. And that's what you get. And you can get different mounts, you can get different cosmetics and stuff. There's a lot of different stuff that you can do. And then you got the Geishal Greens as well, because, there's a quest you can do after you unlock your first mount, your first Chocobo. There's a quest you can do called My Feisty Little Chocobo or something like that. And when you do that, you can actually get your Chocobo to fight with you. And you can set your Chocobo up to be like a healer, or you can set your Chocobo up to be like a tank, or you know, like a DPS, to like kind of absorb some of the damage. That way you don't take damage being a ranged, you know, mage DPS. You can set your Chocobo up to be like a tank, and you get these Geishal Greens, and the Geishal Greens is what makes it so your Chocobo can fight with you. After you complete that My Feisty Little Chocobo quest, you can go to the market board and you can buy these, and it works just like the meals do. Every time you use one for your Chocobo, feed one to your Chocobo, it allows it to fight with you for 30 minutes, but you can stack it one more time and have him fighting with you for an hour. Which, they don't go into dungeons and shit with you, obviously, but it's nice, like, if you're running around, doing like your, doing like fates, or just, you know, running around just killing guys. It's really nice to have the Chocobo with you. Oh, that reminds me, on your keyboard, hit the H button on your keyboard. Did it pop up the hunting log?
Nope.
No? Okay, so at the bottom right corner where all your icons are, open up where it says logs, and at the very top it should say hunting log. What's the letter that's next to that?
It's H, but it says commands unavailable at this time.
Oh, you must not be high enough level. Okay, so at some point you're gonna unlock the hunting logs, and the hunting log is pretty much like just while you're running through the areas, there's certain monsters that will have an icon above their head. That's how you know they're part of your hunting log. Like me, for example, Martyr. If I go to level 1 right here, like, I get bonus XP. Like, I got 2,500 bonus XP just for killing, killing these monsters. So you get the XP from killing the monsters. You get the XP from killing the number of monsters required to fill the log. And then you get XP for completing all of the logs. Like, in that first page, you get another XP boost. And at the same time, while you're doing all of that, you also have your 3% XP bonus from your meal that you got going. It's just, doing your hunting log, especially at a low level, is a really, really, really good way of getting XP. Like, if you're under level 20, the hunter log is one of the best ways to get XP for being a low level. So you definitely want to make sure as soon as you unlock the hunter log, you definitely want to make sure you're keeping an eye on that. And if you hover over the pictures of the monsters in the hunting log, it'll tell you like which zone you have to go to be able to fight it. Right, I believe we rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices their missing patrol. I've been standing in the same spot in the game for like 10 minutes. Cause I was sitting there talking with you and stuff and didn't want to start the text conversation with the NPC yet.
Rip. Sorry, stream.
No, they're fine. They'll be alright.
So I start working next week.
Nice, the interview went good?
Yeah, it's basically just a formality of, hey, this is your schedule.
Nice, where are you working?
Community helping hands down at the Gateway Center.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Are they paying you decent?
It's to keep my cash and food stamps on for welfare, but if they like me and everything, they could hire me on.
Yeah.
Like I asked about that and everything, and the dude I talked to at Chocobo Works was like, "Yeah, they can hire you on."
We're
Actually,
clear,
one
only
of the people
Alliance
who used to go
patrols
through this
ahead.
program actually runs one of the work sites now. I'm like, "Oh, sweet."
You said the forces at Castrum Oriens were under the command of the Flame General.
So if I
Roban
impress while
Alden,
I'm
did you not?
doing this for welfare,
By
they might
Roger,
just
the
like,
bull
"Hey,
of Alamigo himself,
like
I
to
never
stay on,
dreamed I'd
please?"
have a chance to meet the legend. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Hopefully things go well and they decide to hire you. The only thing is, like, if things do go well and they think about actually hiring you on, make sure you talk to them about the pay and everything first. Because you just don't want it to be a thing where you get hired on, and because if you get hired on and you get an actual job, it can mess with your cash. You know what I mean, from welfare. So you just want to make sure that if they go to try to offer you an actual job, just make sure that you're going to be making enough money from the job to make it worth, to make it worth it. Because there's a chance that it could cut your cash off, or, it could lower the amount of cash that you get every month because of having an actual job. So you just want to make sure that it's going to be worth it financially to take the job. Because if they're going to pay you like crap pay, and you're going to be getting less having the actual job than you would have, just doing it for the welfare stuff, then you might as well just, do it for the welfare stuff. Just make sure that just make sure it's going to be worth it financially.
I know.
Yeah. But yeah, if they end up, if they're willing to pay you more than what you get in cash every month,
it's good to see you again, my friend.
For you to get hired on,
I hope you were here to tell me you've made contact with the Resistance.
Because hey, you get more money than what you have now. It just makes it easier to keep your subscription.
Oh,
You
that's
know what I
another
mean?
thing. Jesse
Gives
did
you
agree to get me the 60-day time, by the way.
nice. Hell yeah. That because it should only be what like $25, $30, I think, something
30
like
bucks
that.
every other month.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Monago of
Oh,
Rolga's
I hate
Reach.
unskippable scenes.
Yeah, which that's another thing. After you get going for a little bit, you can go in and
At your service, sir.
because you know, like,
And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before
they
the Bull of
have
Alameda.
the daily roulette, which has like daily dungeon stuff. I'm sure you've seen me do it on the stream and stuff a few times. Usually, that's how I start the stream with Final Fantasy, is with a daily roulette dungeon. So after you do that so many times, you know, like, you'll start doing dungeons that you've already done before. And you can go into your settings and set it up so that if you've already seen that cinematic before, you can set it up so that it automatically skips all cutscenes that you've already seen. Which is really, really, really nice for the cinematics for, like, your daily roulette dungeons and your daily roulette raids and you know, stuff like that. It'll make it a lot easier to be able to get through all the content, because you don't have to sit there and watch all the cutscenes, because it'll skip, even if it's got an unskippable cutscene. If you've seen it before, it'll skip it anyway. Awesome.
Right.
These are not the blood sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamegan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
I gotta kill a couple of these giant tortoises right outside of Udall to get to level 10.
Nice.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since.
If there's anybody in the stream that has not done it yet, if you guys like what you see, you like the content, you like the gameplay, personality, all of that, if you guys want to go right ahead and smash that like button for me, that would be wonderful. We've gotten 2 videos in the last week and a half with 10 likes apiece on them, which is absolutely awesome. So we can finally start working towards 15 likes instead of 10, which is crazy good for me. Yep, so make sure you smash that like button. If you want to get notified about future streams, make sure you hit the red sub button, ring the notification bell so you get notified next time I go live. And let's jump back into it. Alright. Sorry, I had to drop a shameless plug about liking and
The
subbing to my
massacres
channel.
cast a pall over the
Oh, it's
whole
okay.
resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
You know, I do have to be honest with you though, like, definitely be prepared, because like I said, for the first like half to 2/3 of the beginning of like A Realm Reborn really is slow. Like, you know, getting those first 30-40 levels is kind of slower. Getting, you know, the story's not as good, but I'm telling you, bro, just fight your way through it, man. Because I was doing the same thing. I almost thought about like not playing a couple times. That's why I was doing the free trial and stuff. But then as I was getting closer towards the end of the base game, A Realm Reborn, that's when Helly's friend got a hold of me, you know, and pretty much offered to give me all the content. And he told me the same thing, you know, because I'm like, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's, you know, not sure if it's for me. I'm a huge fan of the series, you know, always have been, but I'm like, I don't know, the story's kind of really slow, there's not a whole lot going on, and he's like, trust me, where you're at, things are about to start picking up really quickly. And he told me the same thing. He's like, just you know, just keep your nose down and, you know, just keep to the grind, man. He's like, trust me, once you get past that mark, and you know when you'll get past that mark because the story will really start getting interesting.
Right.
You know, it's like pretty much when you hit that last arc of the base game storyline, as soon as you hit the beginning of that last arc, you'll know. Because the story will just out of nowhere start getting interesting. And then everything starts going off at one time with, you know, the things that the bad guys are trying to do, and us actually trying to stop them instead of spending so much time just talking about trying to stop them. You know, and it's just, I'm really glad that I put it, like, that I fought my way through, because even though, like RuneScape, for example, even though I've played RuneScape on and off for over a decade and a half, this is hands down the best MMORPG I've ever played in my life. I've played a lot of MMORPGs in my life. On PC, on console, on fucking mobile. I've done so many MMOs, and Final Fantasy is top tier. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them.
Sorry I'm not talking much. I'm just trying to hurry up and get to level 10.
No, you're fine, bro.
I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamegan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Do you think so, Pippin?
Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
Right now, in their heart, that's when we strike. And where we strike. Gotta strike now and right to the heart of their cut, right to the
I'm
heart
glad
of the
you
cause.
asked. I have a plan.
Oh shit, Pippin's got a plan for once. Oh damn.
Oh, snap. About time.
You know, it's funny too, because Pippin is supposed to be Raubon's son, but Raubon is like this big, buff, like deep voiced, like crazy flame general captain guy, and then Pippin is a Lalafell, so he's like teeny tiny.
Adoption.
Right.
Only thing I can think of, but hey, I
It
mean,
is our assessment that this armor
you
is
know,
to
there's
be
a
field
really
tested
good comeback
here,
for
most
like people who
likely
are
against
adopted and shit.
Alliance forces, mayhap before the day
Like
is out.
I've heard about this and everything. Like,
Damn
one,
it all,
I
more
remember
Magitech weapons, that's the last thing we need.
reading this meme about it, and
Your concern is
it was
not
about these two
unwarranted,
kids,
but we
and this
need to
one kid
despair
let go.
just
The other
yet.
kid said, "You're
The
adopted."
shipment is thought to have
And
contained
the adopted
single
kid
heavy
turned back and
unit
said, "Yeah,
one or
at least
two
my parents
support
wanted me."
units. With a well-laid ambush, we're confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying their future deployment. Yeah, that is it. That's nuts, man. That's crazy. What you were just talking about. Sorry, I was reading the text line, so it just took a second to be able to unmute. That's crazy, man. Dude, Lalafells get so much hate in this game, and it's so not even warranted. Like, people just hate on the Lalafells for no reason at all. And should we carry out this as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry. It would mean dropping all pretense about the Alliance and wanting to go to war with the Empire. But you'd have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they ever knew. If they knew they weren't alone, and you were going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly, and so what I propose is simple. We harry
bro,
their
I actually have a
patrols
plan.
to bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to East End, where our resistance allies will take them from behind. What's that? What's your plan?
What I'm gonna do is when I'm able to
Simple
get like
indeed,
the
and
crystal
well within
for
our
the blue mage to
capabilities, I
start
see no
working on
reason to
that,
delay,
I'm
especially
gonna
if
get
a
it,
field
but I'm
test is
not gonna
imminent.
use
What
it.
say you?
Yeah.
That's what I did. Like, I got the samurai right now, and I think I got one more. Oh, the samurai, the dark knight, and the marauder. And the marauder, the warrior, whatever you want to call him. And yeah, I have the samurai and the warrior crystals as well. And I don't use them. I used the warrior until I was able to unlock the dark knight, and then haven't touched the warrior since. I haven't touched samurai at all yet. So yeah, that's the same thing I do, is just kind of grab the quests and then, you know, just kind of do them later on, kind of thing. Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of the plan anon. I don't know why, but I'm like super tired today. I don't know. It's weird because I was in bed early last night. Like, I was in bed before 11 o'clock. And then didn't get up until almost 7. So, I mean, I slept for almost 8 whole hours. Still tired.
Right.
And we, for our part, will be fighting with the Alliance. Yes, I somehow doubt you were intending to sit this one out. Bum, bum, bum. We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall, but that's all about to change, and when it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from that look I see it is a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you. Head to the spot on your map right here. Aye. A patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Psychotic. You say so, bro. Alright, where am I going? Gotta be here somewhere. 51 yalms to the east. Oh, duh, my dumbass went to the fucking west. There it is. Aha! Give me that aether current. Want it? Gots to have it. $834 domes to the east, so it's probably right over there. .808 to the southeast.
Ah, the glide bombs. I remember them from Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Yeah.
Oh god, I gotta wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. My scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons has left Castellum Veladina. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive. Alright, give me 1 second. I just gotta go see if my wife needs woke up real quick. And then I'll be right back.
Hey, bro, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Why are there random level 50 monsters in the starting zones?
They're just it's because sometimes you'll be going back to those zones, like Ul'dah and New Gridania and stuff like that. Those are the starting zones, but you also go back to those areas. Like me, I started in New Gridania, and I actually just went back to that area again for a quest before I started Stormblood. So you go back to those areas later on, later on in the game, and that's why they have it like that. And sometimes they're, and also because certain monsters are like rare, like they don't spawn all the time, so certain like rare monsters also spawn in those areas sometimes. Yep, so that's it. That's why.
It's like all my name days have come at once. Well. That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush! Attack!
Do it, bro. You ain't about to grind nothing in the mush. I'm about to whoop your ass.
Get after them, damn you!
Why are these guys like not dying? Fuck.
Now I've gotcha!
Bro, these guys are taking like crazy amounts of damage right now.
You'll be weeping blood!
Get him, Robon. Jeez, man. He who fights and runs. What the? Who in the hells are you lot? The rest of my crew, bro. Where you think you're going? We're al amigo. Let none escape. He's like, oh shit, bro. Oh, he's gonna self-detonate. Oh no. Come on, guys, hit it with everything you got. Come on. It's gonna blow. Yeah. That's how you win. What level are you?
14.
Nice.
Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I passed harder stools than these piles of scrap. You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
Yeah, because next time I'm gonna beat you up too. I feel like Sid can fix that, and then we can use it.
Aye! Run and tell your Viceroy! The day belongs to El Amigo!
Oh yeah, it does, bro. That was a good fight. Well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Alamigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Kemp. It was Marshal Tarupin who made this plan, and all
I'm
of
soon
you.
about to be level 15
Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection.
after I complete this quest.
Nice, hell yeah, bro. Quick.
It is.
Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. I have no doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. As will ours. It's been a pleasure, General. Until the next battle, Monago, I leave the Scions in your care. We shall return to the castrum then. Psychotic Mistress Leveilleur, once you have my thanks. Once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle.
So, bro, sorry, you can talk.
No, you're fine. I was just about to read the text line. I just forgot to mute myself. Go ahead.
So, my favorite brand of energy drink just released a new flavor. It's black cherry kiwi, and it does not taste as bad as it sounds.
Oh, nice. You know what I missed? Because I can't find them anywhere down here. The 16-ounce cans of the Mountain Dew Black Label.
Ooh.
The one that's like a tropical berry, comes in like a black can. Oh, it's so good. I remember when me and Kelly worked at the corner store down there on Allen and English, I think it was. Our boss used to sell us like cases, like 24-pack cases of that Mountain Dew drink, and she would sell them to me at the at the price she got them from the warehouse.
Wholesale.
Yeah, for wholesale instead of retail, which was always really nice. I ended up paying like $10, $15 for a 24-pack of 16-ounce cans. So nice.
Nice.
I'd heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Immortals, the Imperials. Seriously though, it was inspirational. Have you taken a look at that Godfall game that Epic has for free right now? Ah, but you must be tired of hearing that.
I have. It doesn't seem like it's a game
I'll
that
keep
you
it
get for me,
simple
honestly.
then. Thanks for the help out there. Really, I'm surprised. Game looks great to me. I played it for a little bit last night. Or yesterday, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Played it for a little bit on stream. I had a blast. I thought it was awesome. My only thing about it is I wish it was like the actual game instead of just the Challenger Edition. Because with it being just the Challenger Edition, it means like I couldn't start a character at the beginning. It only let me start a character from level 50.
End game, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what it is. Which sucks, but I mean.
Now I get to have fun running through all this other bullcrap.
Yep. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. I don't know, I think I might end up getting that game though. Like actually getting like the whole game at some point in time.
Definitely seems like it'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean the game's great. I played it for a little bit. It's online and stuff too. But yeah, the game's great, man.
I'm surprised it was able to run on your GPU.
Me too, to be completely honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had to turn everything down low. And it still, like, from time to time would get a little glitchy, but it was, for the most part, it ran, like, really well on my computer. I was surprised.
Okay, so I got a dumb question that you could tell I'm new for. What do the guilds do? Like, are they just different job classes?
What do you mean? The guild?
Yeah, like, there's different guilds and stuff. Like, what do those do? Like,
what do you mean guilds, though? You mean, like, the companies?
like right now I'm attuning to different shards, and I just attuned to one, like, like it says, Gladiators Guild and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's where you go. Like, if you open up your map, there should be, it'll look like a quest icon, but it'll be blue with, like, a little plus sign on it or whatever. Yeah, that's where you go. So you'll see, like, Botanist Guild, Marauders Guild, Gladiator Guild, Conjurer Guild. Yeah, those are just the different, like, separate, like, side job classes, pretty much. Yeah, that's what that's for.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a thing in the game that's kind of like guilds, though, like actual guilds, but they call them companies in this game. And that's pretty much what me and my buddy Alex were talking about earlier, is getting you, like, want to get you in the company and stuff. So we'll probably end up sending you an invite on Discord to our company Discord server. But yeah, man, there's a lot with this game. There's a lot of stuff to do. That's why I wanted for so long for you to get the game, because, like, it's not even just getting the story done and doing the side jobs and stuff. There's so much more to do on top of all of that. Like, to be honest, we could probably, if we play this game the way that, like, we usually play most games, we could probably play this game for, like, 2 or 3 years and still not run out of content. Like, there's so much to do in this game. It's insane, dude. It's so crazy.
I wonder if anyone's gotten all the jobs to max level yet.
Yeah, there's quite a few people that have gotten all the jobs to max level. Well, because there's also, like,
minus the new ones.
No, like, even with the new ones. Well, because you gotta remember, like, when you start a new job, it doesn't necessarily put you at level 1. Like me, if I was to start doing, like, a samurai, it would start me at, like, level 30 or level 50 or something like that. Yeah, so, like, a lot of the jobs and stuff like that will start you at a higher level. And then again, once you go through the MSQ, you don't have to do that with all the other jobs. You know, you'll just go through and you'll do the job storyline, which isn't anywhere near as intense, anywhere near as long. And you're just pretty much going through the job storyline to help level up your character, and you'll go through and do, like, a bunch of dungeons and stuff and try to max it out, but yeah.
Well, minus the blue mage.
Yeah, minus the blue mage. But yeah, I mean, I've seen a few different people that just look absolutely badass. So, like, I'll click on their character, and if you click on their character and it pops their name up at the top of the screen, you can right click on their name and go to examine, and then you can go over to where it says jobs/classes or whatever, and it'll show you what level they have for all the other jobs. And I've seen a couple different people that are like maxed out on everything. Yeah, it's crazy. Some people put like crazy amounts of time into this game. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what we asked of you, without hesitation, and for that, we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in the practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons and smash them. The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory, the beginning of a campaign by a united Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. Ha, to think that the last time Gridanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War, and that was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious past, we could still come together for the sake of the future. And that is true. Very, very true. Well said, Commander. Which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread word of our victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners, just you wait and see. Psychotic Alice, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. Yay, quest complete.
Okay, that was weird.
Okay, so where do I get my next main quest from then?
That was definitely a little weird.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm at Oldad and I'm fighting for that crown thing, and I just failed the duty before I had to fight the mysterious mage. But the thing is, none of my people died either. I just randomly failed it.
Oh, make sure too that make sure that you pay attention, like when you're doing the raid, the duties and stuff like that. Make sure you pay attention to the chat box in the bottom left corner of your screen, because sometimes while you're doing those fights, sometimes it'll have you like change your objectives during the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I was attacking the person I was supposed to and everything. Oh, Wayne died. That's who died. Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say, sometimes while you're attacking, yeah, sometimes it'll have you defend somebody as well. See, that's what's nice about me being a tank, too, is because, like, with me being a tank, as long as I have my grit turned on, which for some reason it's not right now, it should be, as long as I have my grit turned on, it makes it so that, like, pretty much all of the aggro pretty much gets like put on me instead of the rest of my team. All the aggro gets put on me. That way I don't gotta worry about that. That's nice.
Yeah, that does seem nice.
Yeah.
Well, round 2.
Yeah, and tanks are the easiest like role to run, but at the same time, like DPS jobs aren't that bad either. Depending on which ones you run, a lot of the DPS classes aren't too bad to do.
I ain't going very easy on this shit. I'm going normal. Because my last character, I beat it on first try. On my one in the Goblin world, yeah, I beat it on first try.
Nice. Ragenfrid, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. Don't know you, traveler. You a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, Elder, and sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Alagana, and I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, you are a comrade of Mithrid. I see, I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire in their hearts and entangled a dream before their tired eyes. And now you come to steal away what few remain. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We have made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. This time? Hold comfort to the dead and the ones left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our god, and they demand a fifth of what little we've got left. I hate the bastards with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Method. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go now. Leave us be and never return. You've got no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't, because it's my village too, my home. What in the hells are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lise Hext, and I'm here. I'm here to take back my homeland. By Ralger, the last time I saw you, I didn't even know if you were still alive, and I never thought that you would come. I almost didn't, and my sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we've got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Alagana is as much your home as it is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. You can give no more. Doesn't mean we can't go ask people for help. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Why are they hiding out over here? That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragnfrid might help us to recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, and if we can do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. Bum, bum, bum. Nice, level up. A new face in Alagana? Huh. What would you ask of me then? A stranger and a generous soul besides? Bollocks, there's not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I suspect you'd go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well, I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks by Grim and Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go get it? Right then, Frightened Coral is his name. Ask him for the leftovers, he ought to understand. You'd best keep your distance if you know it's good for you. Say your piece and move on. Looking for folks down on their luck? Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out. Too much pain and trouble for the others. There's a tea what helps with it though. I need to grind a chapuli horn and a hornbill talon for the blend. Hey, you'll go and get some for me just like that? You needn't trouble yourself, so... Actually, I should probably see if I can repair anything. Hell yeah. Oh, that's another thing, Levi, I forgot to tell you. You want to make sure, like, after you go through and you do, you do some work, kill some monsters, this and that. Like, after you go through and do all of that, you want to make sure that you are, you want to make sure that you're repairing your gear. Don't forget to repair your gear.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something that's really important. It doesn't, the higher level you get, the less often you have to repair it, because it's obviously stronger gear. But, yeah, you definitely want to keep an eye on it. Usually, every, like, two or three dungeons. Then, that's usually when I'll go and I'll check to see if I need a repair. Oh, that's right, I gotta kill these things.
Man, these little shards in town definitely help me travel a lot faster than running away.
Yeah, that's why I said make sure you get all of those. don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get this guy or not, man.
I do have your stream open, it's just muted in the background.
Yeah, it's fine. Come on. I might be able to finish this. Yeah, I should have time. I've only been on him for like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and he's already like halfway dead. Kill this regular fucking enemy here. There we go. Yeah, I might actually be able, I think I'm gonna be able to finish this fate here by myself. Very nice. Oh yeah. Fate completed.
Nice.
I got 5,000 XP for beating him, and then got another 22,500 XP for doing the fate, for completing the fate. Hell yeah.
Nice. I mean, it ain't doing
look
much
at my
for
stream. See, look at that, level 70 enemy.
Yeah, fuck no.
I gotta pull him over here. Come on, come here. Oh my god, he just one-shot me. He's only 5 levels higher than me. How the fuck did he just one-shot me?
It might have been an instant death thing.
But there was no AoE from, like, I avoided the AoE. I don't understand why it killed me. Like, I got out of the way before he did the fucking attack, and it still killed me anyway. That sucks.
Yeah. Sometimes that does that to me with enemies and shit too. Like I'll move out of the AoE, but if I move out of it a little too late, then it'll still hit me. Like if I move out of it just before they cast it, like a split second before they cast it, it'll still hit.
Damn it.
Yeah, if I ever want to take down super tough enemies here, I'm just gonna need you to come help me.
Yeah. I can't believe he fucking one-shot me like that, man. That's crazy. I just did, well, I thought I could take him, to be honest. I mean, I just did a level 60 fate, like, boss enemy fate by myself and, like, was barely taking damage at all. So I figured I would have been fine. Yep.
Yeah, no.
I know I said I was thinking about going until like 12, but I think I might actually close down at 11. I gotta figure out a way to fucking get some more energy, man. I'm like half passing out sitting here. I still gotta get ready and go to work. Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mine, so be careful when you pick them up. Jeez. Come on. God, man. It takes forever to run places when you don't have the Aether Currents. And that's the thing, too. Like, the more you do quests in an area, and, like, the more you get the Aether Currents in the area and stuff, it'll start, it'll start increasing your mount speed. So like when you go to ride your chocobo and stuff, after you like do so much in an area, it'll make it so like your chocobo runs faster and stuff like that. Yeah, which is really cool.
That does seem pretty cool.
Doesn't it though?
Well, I'm getting ready to leave Udan.
Udan, nice. Going out into the regular world now, huh?
Yep. I just bought a
I am
bunch.
gonna play this a little bit. I wanna see what you got, bro.
I just used the market to buy some pretty good deals to make the character a little bit stronger.
Alright.
I just wonder what kind of crazy ass spells I'm gonna learn later on.
Oh, dude, the special effects and shit, dude, are gonna get nutty. Ah, the new face. You have my leftovers?
I mean, if your little 1050 can handle it, my 1070 should be able to handle it just fine.
Oh, yeah, no, you'll be able to handle it fine. I'm just saying, like, it's gonna look crazy, that's all. Huh, well, I'll be... You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much
Alright, now what are
obliged,
these,
much
like,
obliged.
shit ton of little blue dot type
Saltpeter
things?
for
And, like, the green
making
dots and the blue dots
fire
next to it above,
sand.
like, the character and, like,
In
the
case
system shit and
you're
everything.
curious what it's all for, the rocks by the lakes haven't got good deposits. What was that, buddy?
Like, right above, like, your character, where you go to, like, select, like, the character in the party and shit, what's up with all them blue dots?
What do you mean? Go into Discord and share your screen. That way I can just come in and take a look at what your screen,
I'm
what you're looking at.
looking at your stream, like, where you go to, like, whatchamacallit, like, where you go to check, like, who's in your party, like, the red
over
dots,
here?
like, the bottom. Yeah.
What about it?
What do those mean? Are they just, like, what level you are, or
Fucking
what's
What
going on?
do, like, I don't know what you mean. What do what mean? Like, there's nothing on my screen here. That's why I said, like, just share your screen to the
Bottom
Discord
right.
so I can look at your screen. Like,
Bottom,
wait.
bottom right of your screen.
Oh, these things? That's your inventory. Just click on them. It'll tell you what it is.
No, above them, right there. Yes, what you were just scrolling over on your screen and shit.
This.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you click on it, it pulls up your inventory and stuff.
Oh, see, I was wondering what those were. I'm like, because I could just hit an I to open my inventory. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What do these mean? Oh, so that's just quick access to it then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That and to your character too. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it was just confusing me at first. I'm like, what are you talking about? Ah, there you are, Psychotic. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. Alrighty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead, close the game down. And, did you end up getting any of those meal things at all yet?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
bought a
okay.
bunch of them. I bought as much as I could.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure. If not, I was just gonna teleport over to you and trade a couple with you or whatever. That way you had some. But alrighty,
Yeah.
yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of the Discord chat real quick. Just so that way I can end the stream and everything. So if there is any other questions you have, you can always just shoot me a message on Facebook or something, and and I'll try my best to answer anything you have, any questions you have. Actually, let me hang on a second. I'll be right back.
All right.
Good idea. I
Hello.
cannot, for the life of me,
Hey, what up,
remember
Mike?
exactly what I needed for that. What's up, buddy?
Hey, not much. I just have a quick question real fast. I was getting ready to end the stream. I wanted to ask you, so I know, like, with my brother, playing the game and stuff, which Discord do you want me to invite him to?
The Ebon Reckoning one.
I've been reckoning. Okay, I figured I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure. Because I told him I'm getting ready to close down the stream, but I told him I was gonna send him an invite to the Discord and stuff. That way, if he has any questions or anything, he can ask, and if anybody's on, they'll help him out or whatever. But
Yeah, for sure.
all right, cool. Yeah, so we got another one for the party.
Hey, let's go.
Hell yeah. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna jump out. I just wanted to ask that real quick.
Alrighty.
Yeah, dog. Take it easy.
Yeah, later. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to invite to Pappy Plays. Alright, I just sent you an invite, Levi, to the Discord server Ebon Reckoning. That is actually that's pretty much our Final Fantasy server, with like me and my buddies and stuff and whatnot. So I let them know that I sent you an invite. I was gonna have you join up, and I let them know that if you had any questions, you know what I mean, that you could ask them in there if you want. Actually, if you have any questions, it would probably be better to put it in there in the Discord, just in case you ask something that I don't know the answer to. I am 1,000,000% positive one of my friends will, because they've been playing this game for years. So, yeah, if you have any questions, any problems, anything, bro, go right ahead. Just type in the Discord, the Ebon Reckoning one, ask a question, don't hesitate. They're all super pumped. We got another person to play the game with and shit, so you're more than welcome to ask any questions if you need help with anything.
All right.
Alrighty, I'm gonna jump out of here then and probably start getting ready for work.
All right. Have fun at work, bro.
Alrighty, brother. I love you and have a good time.
Love you too. I will.
Alright, later.
Later.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that's pretty much gonna be the end of the stream for now. We've been live for about 3.5 hours. Actually, before I end the chat, before I end the stream, let me check. I want to check on my work app. What time do I work tomorrow? Today's the 15th. So the 16th, I also work. So, okay, so I also work tomorrow at 4:15 as well. And then, yeah, he's already figuring out the Discord. He's already putting in his DPS role and everything like that. That's awesome. But yeah, so I work 4:15 today, 4:15 tomorrow, and then I have Friday off. And then I work Saturday, but then get Sunday, Monday off. So between the next 3 or 4 days, I want to try to put in at least 20 to 25 hours of streaming in the next 3 to 4 days. Alright, so I'm going to end the stream, but I'm probably going to be going live again tomorrow morning as well, probably about the same time, sometime between 6 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So once again, if there's anybody in the stream that has not done it yet and you guys enjoyed what you've seen today, minus me fighting to stay awake because I'm exhausted for some reason, go right ahead and smash that like button. We reached our goal of 10 likes the other day for the first time and have actually hit 10 likes again once after that. So now that we hit 10, I know we can do better than 10. I know that we can hit 15. So let's try to strive and hit 15 likes at some point in time this week on one of my pieces of content. I want to hit 15 likes. All right. And also, if you guys haven't done it yet and you want to be notified next time I go live or next time I post a content video, for example, another episode into our Outriders single player playthrough series, which I will be releasing another episode in the next day or two. Go right ahead, hit that red subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and never be afraid or never hesitate to share my content. If you guys are watching one of the Outrider videos, or you guys are watching one of the zombie videos or anything like that, and you really enjoy it, you really think other people would enjoy it, go right ahead, share it to your social medias. The more people that we get that share the content, the more people that aren't on my friends lists that are going to see the content, and that's going to help the community grow better, stronger, and faster. And as of right now, we are at 90 subscribers. I am only 10 subscribers away from hitting 100. So again, hit that sub button, ring that bell, and until tomorrow morning between 6 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, when I start the stream again, till then, this is Psychotic.